School is back in session across the United States, and
Thank God.
as the dad of two school-age kids, this is a welcome thing for me. I have a quiet household for the first time in 3 months, which it is what it is. But I'll tell you what, there's a lot of new rules that are going into various schools. The biggest one being in several states, they are removing the idea of having cell phones with kids in classes, and kids had to put away their cell phones for the first time.
That's it's like a I'm gonna be honest with you. You know me and my background. I come from a law enforcement background, so it's like you think about the safety and like being able to touch, like get in touch with your kids at school if God forbid anything happens. Why hasn't anybody developed the thing that like the phone goes into like emergency only mode during school hours, right? Like a phone has a feature where it turns on and you're only able to contact whoever's your emergency contact, nothing else.
So there are different phones that allow you to do that.
Yeah.
As a parent, you can go in and you can create different settings on certain phones. There are like dumb phones, I guess, if you will.
Yeah.
And my 13-year-old has a dumb phone to where we can see every text she sends. We know everyone she's calling. Like we see all the data. If there's any pictures sent, they can be flagged for whatever reason or whatever. The point is that she is being a little more independent, and you can kind of extend the rope a little bit, if you will, based off of their responsibility, because every kid is different. Anyways, with that said, they're removing cell phones from classes. And this teacher had an oh my God, eureka moment. Let's see what happened here.
My school, my state, banned the phones. Banned the phones.
But I'm on a phone.
Today, all of my students, 100% of them, took notes in my class, did their assignment, asked for help when they got stuck, and turned it in. And then when they were done, they talked to each other. Was it this easy the whole time? I have been pulling my hair out for like 8 years. Has it been this easy of a solution the whole time?
Yes.
Yes, you idiot. Yes, of course it has. Of course. I think that's the most amazing thing about it is you see all these kids, we are training our kids at a young age to be addicted to a phone. You put it here and they're constantly here, and they are waiting for the next text. They're waiting for the next message. It creates more issues than there actually are, which is why it's great to have restrictions on a phone and to be able to extend that leash if you have a dumb phone or something like that. But it's amazing to see. I think there's a number of different things with this, right? This guy, this teacher here, clearly doesn't have children, right? Clearly doesn't. And if he does, they're super young kids. Because if you've been around children, you would know that the cell phones are a giant distraction. Now, some people will say, you're taking away my freedom or whatever, like by having to put your cell phones away. That's a bunch of bullshit. That is nonsense. And I'm not into that nonsense at all. Because when I was in school, long time ago, there was things called distractions. And that may have been a hairstyle, the way you dressed. And now it's these, right? That's exactly what these are. They are distractions, and they not only do they cause distractions for the class, they cause distractions for your friends and teachers and getting things done. So it's neat to see the realization here from this dude coming out and being like, "Oh my gosh, all we needed to do was just turn it away." Was it that simple? Yes, you fucking idiot. It was that simple. Like, what took us so long to do this? So, is anybody here shocked by this?
No.
Should have been done a long time ago.
Yeah.
I don't even know why it's been allowed in. I can't even wrap my head around why it's ever been allowed in schools, and then it also sets up a terrible precedent where everyone's on their phones always, like movie theaters and like. There's never a time where someone learns like now is not the time to do that.
Because they were blocking the wrong things. Remember, you couldn't wear hats. You couldn't do it like weird. No. You're like, what? Why can we block phones?
Right. Yeah. The idea, like, the fact that you can kind of wear hats in school today is really weird to me.
Yes,
because a hat was a distraction.
Yeah, no hats. You like
blue hair was a big no-no. You know, like the idea of adding any sort of unnatural color to your hair. Now it's like, oh, it's just their identity or how they feel that day. It's like, fuck off. You know, like I'm not into that nonsense. And I'm totally on board with things being clamped down a little bit when it comes to schools and teaching a little discipline, because God knows that there are zero repercussions for their actions in school. I mean, I've seen this firsthand where there are some schools, actually, listen to this. This is going to fucking drive you guys crazy. In Texas, of all places, if a kid in school, in elementary school, messes up, it is now illegal for you to make them walk laps. Just walk laps during recess, because it's a form of shaming or unruly punishment or something. That's fucking insane.
Wild. Give him a donut, I guess, instead.
Like that tells you everything you need to know, man. I am not on board with that nonsense. That's in Texas, of all things. How did that pass?
Like,
Fucking
shouldn't school's supposed to teach you like how to perform in life? And I would think again, like, when to use your phone in a business meeting. Like, you wouldn't just have it going off and all that other stuff. Movie theaters, dates, family gatherings, you name it. And if school is so lackadaisy, then it makes sense why these kids are absolute retards in all forms of public society.
Because there's no discipline anymore. That's the problem.
Zero.
There's no discipline anymore, and everybody's so scared about disciplining like your kid. And I'm not saying go and beat your fucking kid. No one's. But there has to be a level of discipline. There has to be. I mean, I didn't do things because I was afraid my mother would come and whoop my ass, and that kept me straight. Or you did something because you know that there was a consequence to it. These kids know no consequences. If not, it's okay to have your emotions and feel this and feel that. That does nothing. And that kid becomes a lunatic later on in society, you know, and then we blame why. Well, it's because there's no discipline in the growing up structure. All of us here are of age that we've seen discipline one way or another. It's no longer a thing nowadays.
I have said this a million times. We have lost a generation of kids who have been whacked on the back of the head by their granddad or their parents, who just are like, yo, cut it out. What are you doing?
Yep.
You know? And like, it's important to be put in your place. And like, not so long ago, you could get licks going to school. You'd get paddled, or you'd get sent to in-school suspension or something. And I don't want to get on my high horse about the education system, right? Because I could talk about it all fucking day, right? But you're 100% right. The lack of accountability is going to create all sorts of issues for these kids as they get older, because kids are smart. They realize that they can bend these rules and they will not get into any issues at all. There's no repercussions at all.
Well,
That's why they're shooting paintballs at people like that live stream the other day. It's like, would nobody thinking about that? Like, no grown up was like, well, I just think that's a bad idea. Like, let's not do that. Like, there's no common sense.
I've found that parents appear to be like, you know, I never was hit or anything as a kid because I never needed to. My parents would say, here's the deal. And then I would do that thing. They'd have a very big conversation. They always treated me like an adult. But they demanded things. And I find that parents now, I always hear them asking. It's like, could you please do me a favor and, you know, not piss on the table while we're eating? You know, it's like that instead of telling them what to do. That's what I've found.
There is a lot of truth in that. And I saw somebody in the chat say, I don't agree with beating kids. I don't like beating kids either, to be clear. I'm not like one to like, hey, let's beat up kids. Fuck that. That's stupid as shit. But it is important that they know that there's an authority figure, and that there are repercussions to something. I'm not saying, you know, that like beating kids, yeah, it's a horrible idea, right? But just the threat. Like, I remember growing up, my dad would take off his belt, right? And he'd go, and like, he never actually hit us with the belt.
A deterrent.
But the threat was there.
Yeah.
Right? It was like,
or take away their phones or time out or, you know, like enforce it in that way.
Or you couldn't go to a friend's house or whatever it was. But like, oh, you messed this up, you're not going now. Instead, they get away with everything. I know someone who has a toddler, and he has meltdowns over T-shirts, and he's a toddler, right? It's like, just make him wear the shirt, right? It's a T-shirt. He's a little thing. It's insane that parents just let him do whatever they want now. It's like, what happened?
I'm telling you, you will notice it. If you listen for it, you'll hear parents all the time say, Ken. It's always a
Yep.
question to the kids. It's never a
Yeah.
demand.
Yeah, it's like they're freaking little things. Why are you laying them to the side? Their brains aren't even
Because they're
developed
trying to
enough
be
for this.
friends instead of
It's
parents.
true. Yeah, it's insane.
Too
Yeah.
many
Nuts.
friends. Too
But-
many friends, not enough parents.
Yep. Shame on the parents, because the parents should have a backbone in the sense of laying down the law. In the sense of, like somebody says in chat, there's a difference between discipline and abuse. We're talking about discipline. You know,
Right.
like just having a structure where there's consequences to actions and showing the kids that's what they got to learn. Not that they can go out and do everything and then claim, oh, it's okay, it's just his feelings. His feelings. No, it's not his feelings. If someone gets hurt, like, got to explain it to them that, like, you can't do that, you know, or scare them, like scare tactic. And I'm not saying like a bad scare tactic, but like Craig was saying, like, remember, my mom used to get the Spanish mother chancleta, which is the slipper. When she had that, it's like, it's just a boomerang. It's just gonna hit you no matter where you are. So you didn't do it. You stopped doing what you were doing.
Right. Just the fear of something happening, the potential repercussion action. Right.
Exactly.
Obey YouTube. Watch this video. It's suggested for you.